4-0.
Yeah, it finishes then Chelsea 4, Burnley 0. I'm told that after some technical issues that were not his fault, technical issues which seem to have him shrunk slightly, but we won't worry about that. Stevie Nicol is with us. Stevie, old game of two Arse, wasn't it, at Turf Moor?
Yeah, I think they'd be a little scared, I would say, at half-time. Things weren't quite going their way. Passes were going adrift. Obviously, when you play against Burnley, then you're going to be playing a bitty-type game where there's loads of challenges, lots of fouls, they're up and at you. So at half-time, kind of in the balance. But I'll tell you what a spell they had. We killed the game off through 3 goals. And as we've been talking about during the week, was Lukaku going to play? And we all said no. Well, that little spell just proved why he shouldn't have and why he didn't. Havertz and Pulisic in particular, scoring goals, assists. That's why you play these guys. Mason Mount wasn't quite at his best, but as a 3, that's probably, no question, Chelsea's best front 3 right now anyway.
Frank, I seem to remember a conversation we had in the week that you saying Lukaku should be rewarded for the goal that he scored in the FA Cup, and given the start today, he wasn't. Are you regretting your statement?
Yeah. Well, no, but I do see that why Mr. Tuchel is a coach and I'm not, because he's right. And it did very well. And as long as the team wins and Havertz scored goals, Lukaku cannot complain. It would have been a different result. Maybe it would have created some problem in the dressing room, but everything went perfect. I have to say that the first half, and I will join Stevie in the comment, that it was not good. It's like midweek against Luton City, where Chelsea, it took for Chelsea like 15-20 minutes to come into the game. And then after, I didn't see the 4 goal coming, I'll tell you. Half time, I was ready to see a 0-0 because it's always tight with Burnley. But they did the job. They were fortunate as well, on especially the first goal and even the third one, and Havertz second. So everything is perfect in a perfect world for Mr. Tuchel. And hopefully people are going to forgive me for saying stupid comments about Lukaku having to play.
People are used to it. They're used to it, Frank. I just want to go back. Obviously, we didn't get Stevie's take on Liverpool because of his problems finding a chair that was suitable. Stevie, how worried were you?
I was extremely uncomfortable, I'll put it that way. How Lanzini missed, I do not know. I mean, there's no explanation for it. That's how bad it was. It actually looked as though he tried to put it over the crossbar. I mean, his whole body shape trying to strike the ball, he just got everything wrong. And probably the most important thing was, it was stage fright. It was absolute stage fright. But the last 15 minutes was torture. I think at the end of the day, Liverpool's got to be happy that West Ham's front line pretty much is about, bullying the opposition, whether it's Antonio smashing into people and trying to run past them, or set pieces, or the pace of Bowen, because they don't have a lot of guile, West Ham. And it's a good job for Liverpool today they don't, because they could have lost 2 or 3 goals. The back line just wasn't together. And it looked as though it was going to lose goals. So they got away with one. But you know what? Sometimes you do get away with something, and sometimes that's just the way it goes, and it's all about getting away with it. And they did, so they move on. But the next 3 or 4 games before they play City, the starting 11 are going to have to get this back line sorted out, because it's going to be the downfall if, in fact, that ends up happening.
To the same question that I asked Frank, Stevie, to you, was today's result an indication that they are more or less likely to catch City?
It changes nothing. Today changes nothing. I can tell you that they weren't at their best. I can tell you about the line. It's obviously it's easy to point out the things that didn't go well, but right now they won. And right now, that's all that matters until they get to play Manchester City. Then every single thing that they do will have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, well, they have to win every game, but when I say perfect, they can get away with it with some of the teams that they're going to be playing between now and Manchester City. If they make the mistakes that they did, particularly in this game against Manchester City, then they'll get punished. And that's the difference between that game and a lot of the other sides in the Premier League. Sometimes you don't get punished. West Ham didn't punish them. But as I said, they've got some games to sort that out before they face Manchester City, and what probably will be the decider for me.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.